So what is it that college admissions wants? I feel like a lot of students want to kind of see what college admissions is looking for and what they want specifically. So I want to show you guys some data. So I'm just going to pull out a couple of colleges here, well-known colleges. So if you're like, well, where's my college, the one that I want to look into, don't worry too much about that. I just want to show you that every college has something called a common data set. And basically, when you are a college admissions officer, you're given kind of this common data set in terms of what colleges are looking for. And you'll notice that they're separated into very important, considered, and not considered. And specifically for Yale, you'll notice that extracurriculars fall into the very important category. And the reason why they fall into the very important category is because it's one way that college admissions will be able to see your capabilities as a student, right? This is one way that they'll be able to see beyond your academics, how much of an impact that you have on campus, how much of an impact you have at your school and your community and beyond. I want to show you a couple other ones. So you'll see USC. USC's, they consider extracurricular activities to be important. That is not to say that, okay, they think extracurricular activities are less important than, Yale, so I don't have to work as hard. You'll notice that a lot of students who do get accepted into USC and Yale do have this kind of fairly important element. When it says important or very important, it still means that extracurricular activities are important. So I would definitely make sure that you are still working towards your extracurricular activities. I want to show you UCLA, which also considered extracurricular activities to be important. You'll also notice here that the three schools that I showed you so far in different rankings, they have, UCLA to be very important when it comes to like academics and your applications and things like that. Just so you guys know, the UCs do not necessarily require recommendation letters unless they request it, which is why it's not necessarily on this common data set. But you'll notice that for the extracurricular activities, like they are going to consider that it is important part of your application. And then I want to show Carnegie Mellon, because Carnegie Mellon is very interesting in that not only do they consider extracurricular activities to be very important, but they also consider volunteer work and work experience to be very important, which I think was really interesting. And so, if you're getting a part-time job or you have an opportunity to get maybe a paid internship or volunteer work somewhere, Carnegie Mellon specifically does really like students to have extracurricular activities, volunteer work, or work experiences. So I would absolutely take that into consideration if you are planning on applying to Carnegie Mellon or you like Carnegie Mellon. That might be a school that you might want to make sure that you are expanding on your opportunities for volunteer and work experience. So again, I just wanted to kind of show you guys what it is that colleges are looking for. And now we will go into what kind of activities that colleges want and what kind of activities that colleges not want, right? And so, and then I'm going to kind of tell you guys, if you have activities that colleges don't necessarily care about, then I'm going to talk to you about what you can do to improve those opportunities so that colleges do like the extracurricular activities that you have chosen overall. So let's go ahead and get started. So what are top 20 colleges specifically looking for? There's three things that colleges are looking for when it comes to activities. It's community involvement, school impact, and passion. Community involvement, school impact, and passion. So why is it that colleges are looking for these three types of things? Well, the first reason why colleges are looking for this is because they want to know what kind of impact you're going to have on campus if you were to come on campus. So for example, if you were to say, hey, I am a president of this club on campus and I changed my school, my high school to be this way, then they'll know that when you come to their campus, that you are also going to make an impact on their campus as well. And that is something that they definitely want to consider. And that is something that they really, really like. So for the most part, I would highly recommend for students to make an impact on their campus. Don't just do activities that don't have an impact, right? Make sure that you do activities that are going to have an impact on campus. And I think that that is going to be valuable as well. The other reason why colleges want to see kind of your passion is they want students to have some level of passion. It doesn't mean that, that you're going to be a doctor, right? Like, actually, I thought I wanted to be a doctor when I was in high school and even in middle school, but I'm obviously not a doctor right now. And so they want to just know that you have some level of passion, some level of desire, some level of want and need, intellectual curiosity, or something that you just really love. And that is something that they are looking for specifically. So I would definitely recommend that you show activities that are going to show community involvement, school impact, and passion overall.